draw shit, dog. Honestly, I would probably miss y'all. Haters, really please, promise me you'll never quit, y'all. And I'm pale year-round, summertimer. It's showtime.
I started this company.
You know how much I sacrificed?
Let's see if we can turn on the juice and see what shakes loose.
Devils, come out!
What the hell are you doing, banana hands?
Not so fast, brown boy. We're gonna have some laughs.
Yeah.
Ding dongs.
Yeah.
And bing bongs.
Bing bong bing, you know?
Bing bong bing.
Tied up in years because
Bing bong bing. Ding dong bing bong.
Will Siren ever stand up without his sister? And that's a no. Sorry.
Advanced illusionary schizophrenia with involuntary narcissistic rage.
You know he's here, the Legion leader. Think about what you're doing. James! Oh my God! Oh no! James! He's taking his soul!
Well, up you! Whoa! He's never gone!
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
Thought you were gay.
I am gay. Gay for that pussy.
Jamie Lycan Theory 1.
This comes from Lycan Theory, okay? Like and subscribe to Lycan Theory, buy a t-shirt, or suck a How about that?
And like I said before, Lycan Theory, you're a racist, you're a bigot, and you're a sorry excuse for a Jew.
I need you like I need a motherfucking asshole on my elbow. Right here. An asshole.
If you think I'm not getting drunk, I bought a whole 4-pack of these.
And you're going down. Down.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You're not my father, you blind Shut your fucking mouth.
You're triggered.
You know what? I am triggered, you bitch.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang! Now, I don't see so good, so I missed.
Could it be Satan? I'm gonna be flying high above you with a wine glass in one hand and a sword in the other.
What are you telling me, that I can't shoot them? No. I want to shoot them! No. Is everybody happy now, huh? Are we all friends again?
This is a party channel. We don't talk about dumb shit here, moron.
So go ahead and party up, bitches. Karma is coming.
There are some other streams going on tonight. I think yours is the best one here, Jamie.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
That is why I won't do 2 shows a night anymore, babe. I won't do.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to Showtime Lycan. Am I coming in clear? Can you hear me clearly and can you see me clearly? Are we all good? I had some StreamYard issues earlier on Scareticulous. I did a stream there today. If you missed it, here's the link to it. I talked movies on there, as to be expected. So if you're into that, go give it a watch later on after the stream. Good. Yeah, put one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. All right. So we got some stuff to talk about today. I planned a whole show, but I figure I should also probably tell you guys about the new developments with Cuckian matters. I feel like I need to say something about that because I have a guess he's probably going to mention it later. And why should I give him the opportunity to talk about it first? I'm going to talk about it first. So that's what we're going to do. Hit the thumbs up, share the stream out, donate, all that good shit. Gloria, welcome to the stream. Jenny, Bill, welcome. Drew, Color, that's right. Wendy, welcome to the stream. Morky Mom. Let's see here. Hulk Smash, welcome. Honey Bunch, my love, welcome to the stream. Summerisms, welcome. Let's see here. Let's see. Who didn't I say hi to yet? Grunge, welcome. Drew. Has Elaine started to treat Dawn better, or is he still a selfish pig who only talks about himself? Glad Jamie is here to show what YouTube was made for: entertainment and sizzle, not boring fake delusions. Correct. That is correct. Very correct. Listen, I'm here to entertain folks and talk about real shit, real content, cuck matters. They can be fun every once in a while, but they can also be boring as fuck after a while. So that's why I like to talk about different shit from time to time. Hey, Tammy, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry you're not feeling good. She's y'all, everyone, send Tammy your well wishes and love and stuff. She's not feeling too good lately. Thank you for your support, as always. D, welcome to the stream. Remember when JB accidentally said hello, beautiful Jason? Yeah, I saw that clip. That was funny. You're welcome. Okay. So Eli filed his third amended complaint today. And he also filed his summons to, I guess, serve Tammy with this case. So he did that today. I guess he's going to get Tammy served or something like that. This third amended complaint, it is still nonsense. It is still a travesty. It's probably even worse than it was before. And I'm going to do another motion to dismiss to get rid of this stupid case once and for all because it lacks any and all merit. And there's still lots of vague shit in there that there's no real, cause of action here. So we're going to do another motion to dismiss. And I'm sure Tammy's going to do her own motion to dismiss, which, yes, Eli, you predicted it because that is the logical thing to do. Hence why we're doing it. We're going to dismiss your stupid, retarded case. And hopefully the judge, if she has any sense, especially with Judge Rex Seidler, which I just hear through the grapevine that she's a very nonsense judge. And she doesn't put up with bullshit. So hopefully once she sees this case in front of her, she'll be like, okay, what is this even about? There's nothing here. There's no cause of action. There's no specific, statements that were defamatory. You don't have any bar for emotional distress that's been met. You just got nothing, right? Insults don't count. You've even insulted me tons of times, Eli, right? I insult you, you insult me. Therefore, it's a fair dealing kind of thing, right? He's still acting stupid. Yes, he's still acting stupid. He's never going to get his shit together. I think the judge is only going to start really, he's only going to start understanding that he's fucking up once the judge hands him his ass. Once the judge already humiliated him last time by saying he's doing shotgun filings, and this is still another shotgun filing. Nothing has changed. It's still the same shit it was before. Hey, Kendi, welcome to the stream. So she won't give Cucky his way. Right. Exactly. She's very no nonsense. She's going to cut right through the bullshit and just be like, hey, this is, there's no case here. It's just bullshit. That's why he wants to, he asked me to rule on the papers over the weekend. He's like, can we rule on the paper so we can, get a different judge or get the same judge without having to have a hearing? And I'm like, no, let's get a fucking hearing. I'm not going to give you everything you fucking want just because you're asking for it. And why would I make things easy on you? This is your fucking case, not mine, right? I'm just defending myself, and I'm not going to give you any wins. I'm not going to give you any procedural wins ever. So stop asking me for favors. If there is ever a need for a hearing, I'm going to have it. And I clobbered you, Eli, in the last hearing. You have to admit that. You even admitted yourself that I performed way better in the last hearing, right? And you said I was coming at you hard and I, wasn't letting up. And she shot down 2 of your fucking claims against me. 2 down, 2 to go. That's how I see it. You see it as you won because your case progressed. I see it as your case is living on borrowed time. And they're just giving you every opportunity for you to fuck up this case. Okay, let's just keep it 100. she is giving you the chance to play out this case just to see if there's anything you can really bring to the table evidence wise. But she's going to find, either judge is going to find that you have nothing. There's nothing here in this case. Okay. And so after all is being said, this case is going to be chucked right in the fucking garbage. You're not going to get a damn thing out of it, especially since you're not really asking for anything. You're asking for an injunction on what? You can't defame me. Okay, that's a very broad ask of the court. The court's not going to regulate speech, you stupid fuck. It's not how this shit works. Hey, Farley, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Eli, get a job. Get a fucking job, dude. He has no case. You know what's funny? Is I knew he had no case the moment I went through his initial complaint. The first time I went through that first complaint last year, I was laughing to myself in relief because I was like, this guy's a moron. Like, there's nothing here. It's literally just me like rambling away on a live stream. There's no specific cause of action. There's no like specific claim of anything I've done, right? And he's got nothing. And I was just like, oh, thank God he's such a fucking idiot. There's nothing here, right? Because I mean, I was slightly worried, like, you know, maybe he'd pull something out of there that could be damaging, you know? Like, oh my God, I don't know. Just, you know, you never want to underestimate people, right? But the minute I saw that fucking claim, I was like, oh my God, this is so stupid. He is such an idiot. It's such a dumb shit. At the end of the day, the judge's schedule has nothing to do with you all. Nothing either of you say is going to matter. Right. The judge literally is switching divisions. And why would the judge want to keep our case? She's going to have other caseloads to handle, right? Once she switches divisions to handle other types of cases. So why would she want to keep on another case that would increase her caseload on top of the cases she now has to take in a different division? You're not going to stop her from moving divisions. I know that much, right? So he's going to have a hearing to try to get her to stop switching divisions, and that's not going to work, right? At that point, it's not even about me. It's about him trying to control the judge. Control the judge. The gall of this guy. He's trying to control the judge. Elaine's dad will be rolling in his grave that his bald son is still the loser he was when he passed. Did Elaine's dad neglect his partner like Elaine is doing Dawn? Shameful, but he doesn't care. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate about his family. I don't give a shit about his family. He's not going to get the judge to stay. There's no legal basis, and he's coming across as judge shopping. Right. It's not like it's not even like he's bringing case law to the table and being like, well, you know, the judge has to stay because of this amendment and this law. And there's nothing. He's just, can you stay? Can I please have you, judge? Like, that's not how this works. Hey, Holly. Triple H, welcome. Rockets Kitty, welcome to the stream. Not only is he a fake wannabe life coach, he is a fake wannabe attorney, delusional to the extreme. Yeah, exactly. No case law, no case, no nothing. So, yeah, I just wanted to inform you guys of that stuff going on. You know, why should I let him have the ability to announce it? I wanted to announce it. Tell you guys what's going on with that. Did he amend under 300 pages? Good question. Good question. Let's see here. How many pages is this? 20. Is that it? 29? 29. Well, at least he kept it short this time. So he kept it short this time. So thank God for that. However, it's still full of bullshit. There's like nothing in here. It'll be posted tomorrow for, so you guys can look on the court website tomorrow, and you can see how there's nothing in here as it pertains to the defamation, the specific. There needs to be a specific statement of fact, right? There is no specific statement of fact that is put into this thing here, right? It's not in here. So he's saying that I accused him of embezzling, right? And other shit like that. But there's no like actual statements. There's no proof of the statements being uttered, right? So it's just like they're just like him having like bullet points of things that I've supposedly done, but he doesn't put the specifics. Does that make sense? That's like saying like, oh, this person, they killed me, right? And you're like, well, how did they kill you? Was it with a knife, a gun? What time did they come? You know what I mean? There's nothing like that. There's no specific stuff in here from what I can see. It's all vague shit. So there you go. How many amended filings are allowed by the same thing? Good question. I don't know. I really don't know how many are allowed. 3, I know so far as 3 is allowed. I imagine that it will only be allowed for as many times that the judge will have patience to deal with the same case over and over, right? If there's nothing like specifically pled that's properly like lives up to the defamation claim, then I don't imagine she'll allow this to keep going. But that's just, my assumption. Thank you so much for the $25 from this beautiful, amazing person. Let me add that to the donos. Let's see here. That brings us up to $70. If you guys would like to donate today for the stream, that would be amazing.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr.?
Mr. Cuck Eli.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay? That's defamation.
You are gay.
You are gay. Hey, Mr. Sardine, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't even care about his stupid girlfriend. I don't care about any of his shit at this point at all. All I really want at this point is for him to fuck off with this legal shit because it's stupid as hell. It's a stress on everybody, including him, which he probably won't admit. It's a drain on him monetarily. It's pointless. It's a waste of fucking time. And he's not going to get, and most importantly, he's not going to get what he wants out of this. He's not going to get any money out of this case, right? He already dropped monetary damages. So it's just stupid and pointless. Holly, hello, welcome to the stream. Did he include an affidavit from his brother to clear his name? Nope. That was not in here. I don't know why he wants to humiliate himself. How many minutes? Okay, you already asked that. Jim, you don't give a fuck about his family, sadly, nor does he. All he cares about is suing you to mend his broken ego. What a miserable. Yes, that's all he does care about is his ego and trying to, be some hero to his GNA or something. I don't know what the fuck his deal is. It's just a mental illness. Yeah, it's a drain on his mom's money. Like he doesn't make any fucking money. Right, Eli? You don't make any. You don't have a job. And according to that Google results, you were fired from that job years ago. So I don't know. I don't know, bro. Maybe stop making so many enemies, So anyway, yeah, that's it for now. Let's talk about the news, okay? Because I'm tired of this cuckian bullshit. So did you guys? Okay, we got a few news stories here today. We're going to talk about David, this rapper guy, I guess. He was arrested for murder. He was on suspicion of murder for a long time and then finally got arrested. Will Smith crashed out, the Louisiana shooter, and lots more. So we're going to cover all kinds of topics tonight. Should be a fun stream. Should be, well, fun, interesting. Some of it might be sad. The shooting part is not fun. It's kind of sad, but I'll just kind of cover the basics of that and try to move past it as much as possible because I don't want to bring you guys down. I've been watching a lot of Caleb Hammer. I'd love to see him roast Eli. Don't know who that is. Yeah, he crashed out hard. Yeah, Will Smith cucked out hard to his wife, and he's still cucking out. So apparently, The Onion says that they're going to buy out InfoWars, which apparently, they're owned by Alex Jones, but because there's been lots of bankruptcies and, because the families sued Alex Jones in that incident that we can't name because people like to take down people's channels if you mention the name of that one shooting. There's a whole there was a payout, based on the victims of these families and stuff. And so Alex Jones, InfoWars is now, I guess, in a bidding war, right? And so The Onion, this satire site, I don't know if you guys have ever been to The Onion, but it's a very popular satirical website that talks about, it gives news stories that are basically fake, right? Spins on popular subjects to kind of make people think they're real, but in a satirical way. Anyway, they're apparently thinking of buying out InfoWars from Alex Jones. And they want to turn it into a certain kind of website. I think they want to make the whole site like a satire site. Like instead of it being serious, which Alex Jones is pretty serious, although he comes off like a joke, they want to push it fully in the direction of being satirical, which honestly could be really funny. I don't know how that would go, but if they were somehow able to take on Alex Jones's identity after buying InfoWars and basically do fake news stories from Alex Jones, but as a parody, I think that would be really funny. You know what I mean? I don't know, but kind of weird that that's even something that can happen, to be honest. Is this the turning the frog? Yes, the frog's turned gay and he didn't like it at all. Elaine says he pays rent. Dawn says he pays a full mortgage. Elaine, your mom knows the truth. Will you lie to her too? Get some integrity. You're nearly 60 years old. Right, exactly. Please hit the thumbs up, y'all. I've been working so much, I have no idea what's happening anywhere anymore. Yeah, you do. I hate when people say that. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, you do. You know what's happening everywhere.
Liberal. Happy fun, la la la. Human smuggling, fentanyl deaths, forced government euthanasia, chopping up children's genitals, la 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 la. Liberal.
That shit's hilarious. I don't know. Alex Jones is funny enough on his own without being satirized. You just put him in front of a camera and he just does the funniest shit. All right. Okay. Let's go and talk about the David situation. Okay. So singer, rap star. I don't know what kind of music he does. He's a rapper, maybe. David has been arrested in the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Hernandez after her decomposed body was found inside his Tesla. Authorities say her remains were discovered in the vehicle after it had been towed, where it had been sitting abandoned for weeks. Do you guys remember when that Tesla was on fire and that's how they caught it or something? How the fuck did that even happen? David, whose legal name is David Burke, is now being held without bail as prosecutors review formal charges. I remember this happening, this whole Tesla situation happening last year, and for whatever reason, they weren't arresting him. I think because they were building a case, and it's How much do you have to build a fucking case around a dead body in some guy's car? Like, how much more evidence do you need? Like, they've arrested people for much less than that, right? Here's like literally a dead body of a minor in this dude's car, and that wasn't enough to arrest him on?
Car was taken to a tow yard in Hollywood, and the employees there said a foul smell was coming from the car. Police discovered decomposing human remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belongs to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned that she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." The singer, who has 33 million listeners on Spotify, has not made any public comments about the case, but he is on a world tour and has continued performing throughout this investigation.
You know what's crazy and also is I remember all these like clues, you know, like clues like in Scooby-Doo, like, ooh, a clue. There's like obvious clues that were dropped in the months after this incident where it's very obvious that David, he's the killer, right? Like he made apparently he made like some kind of song about this girl. Like they had a relationship, and like there's very clear hints that they had some kind of like he did something terrible to her in the lyrics to his songs. I forget the specifics right now. I think I have like this right here. This is just an example, but there's more than this. David posted an emotional video before being arrested for the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas, and he admitted to it and said he only did it because she threatened to ruin his whole career for dating a minor. He says, "I couldn't let her ruin my career. That was the love of my life."
What am I making? How am I making it? What's the flows? What's the melodies? I'm a melody person first, and then a structure person second. I'm playing video games like I always do. Yeah, I'm playing Warzone. Velvet, my producer, my main producer, like he sends me all the beats I use when I make music by myself. He was like, "Yo, bro, I got these 3 beats." I'm like, "All right, bet. Let me hear." He sends me the beats. I'm listening to them one by one, trying to figure out what I'm feeling today. And it's 2 completely different vibes, bro. So it's like I'm fighting people, and then I'm like trying to put myself in the mindset of like, okay, I gotta make a song today too. So let me like get into that mental state. Falling around me. I played the 3rd one, and
this guy's a fucking talentless hack. I'm glad he got arrested.
The 3rd one was the crashing beat, and I was like,
put him in the fucking slammer for life.
Wait, hold on. This sounds like old David, and I love hearing things that remind me of my own music. So essentially, when I heard that,
I love things that remind me of myself. I'm a narcissist, you see.
That beat, it was like, okay, let me take myself back. So I turned off the game, went in the closet, grabbed all my equipment, my Focusrite, my mic, interface, everything. What am I making? How am I making it?
So what the fuck is this guy wearing? A chef's hat? The fuck is this? Looks like a deflated chef's hat, like a black chef's hat. A fucking idiot this guy is. What a moron. I read that Selena Gomez needs new kidneys every few years because of a disease she had, and her husband is a famous music producer and signed David, and David paid David to kill his wow for her kidney. Oh my god, that is dark. A bonnet. Dude's wearing a bonnet. Gay. What a gay that guy is. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this was the other. This happened. So this is last September is when
we
this
begin
happened.
with that breaking news. Details after a body was found inside a car at a Hollywood tow lot today. There's no immediate information about the identity of the person found inside. But Eyewitness News has learned the 2023 Tesla is registered in Hempstead, Texas, to multi-platinum artist and musician David Anthony Burke, known professionally as David. This is video of David performing on Jimmy Kimmel Live in 2023. The grim discovery was made after nearby residents complained about a foul odor. Police say the impounded car had been at that lot property on North Mansfield Avenue for a couple of days now. They say the body had been placed inside a bag. We've reached out to David's representatives and are still waiting for a response. We begin with that breaking.
It's so bizarre. Like that wasn't enough to arrest him. Apparently this is his mugshot. Did he cut his hair? Good. His hair looked like shit before. He was arrested last Thursday. District Attorney Nathan Hawksman said the singer would be potentially eligible for the death penalty. Just put him away forever. Just put him away. He will also face charges for sexual assault and for dismembering the girl's body. Good. Fucking good. What a piece of shit. So anyway, glad this guy's put away. I was like, what the fuck is going on? They won't arrest this guy? So bizarre. For killing a 14-year-old? It was in his car. Should make no sense. Hey, Barbara. Do you live 62 miles from Hempstead? You want a medal? I fully believe that Selena Gomez did this. I love her music, so I forgive her. Really? Are you're joking. Stop. All right. Oh, as of today, Florida SNAP recipients can't buy soda or candy because, God forbid, we allow a single mom and her kids a few moments of happiness at the end of the day. And so someone made this post on Twitter, right? Oh, poor single moms. And someone made a perfect comment. They said, create a program that people can donate to that helps give families candy and soda. Nothing's stopping you. And this is absolutely the truth. No one is stopping y'all from going out and buying candy and soda, right? It's just that the American taxpayers are not going to be funding it anymore, which I think is more than fair. They can still buy chicken. They can still buy like apple juice or whatever else, right? Healthy stuff. You don't need soda. And you can bake, sweets and stuff, right? You can still buy sugar and all that shit. You can make your own chocolate, right? You can make your own candy. What, you need that to buy fucking Snickers and shit? Go buy it with your own money. You can't shell out $1 for a Snickers like once a week. How much fucking candy do you buy? And you know what? If that even puts a dent in the obesity epidemic in this country, I think it'd be worth it. Yes, I do think it'd be worth it. Poor single mom. Fuck the single mom, man. She can buy candy and diabetes with her own money. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Exactly. And this guy doesn't have a response. He's like, nothing's stopping you from not being an asshole. But here we are. Oh, he's an asshole because he doesn't want to pay his fucking tax dollars for other people's fucking candy. Get the fuck out of here. They can buy it just with their own money. They seem to come up with plenty of that for cigarettes, weed, tattoos, and eyelashes. And that is a fact. Complete fucking fact. The conservative talker chick. Is that the real Tomi Lahren? Yes, that's the real Tomi Lahren. That's her. Which I agree with her on that. I drove past the car a few times because I was walking dogs up the hill. You drove past that car? Farley lived right in that area. Y'all. I don't buy soft drinks anymore. Water. Yeah, you don't need soda and candy. This guy made a fucking post trying to like garner sympathy for single moms not being able to buy candy and soda. Get the fuck out of here. I thought you were a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. Why don't you get a fucking job and buy the fucking candy and soda your fucking self? God damn. Bunch of fucking Eli's up in here. I can't afford candy and soda. I need your tax dollars to pay for it. Fuck you. Fuck yourself. What kind of music or noise does this guy do? We're past that story already, Wendy. Keep up. That is the Food and Nutritional Assistance Program. There's nothing nutritional in candy. And so exactly, Barbara. Taxpayer is not responsible for providing you with things that you want. It's supposed to be for things you need to survive. Exactly. Dayman. Ah, fighter of the night, man. Ah. Yes, I love that. Love that shit. You think Dawn buys Eli's peanut butter with her food stamps? Probably. If I had to bet. I stopped drinking soda many months ago. This is bad for you. I lost some weight from it too. That's cool. I still drink soda. I'm addicted. I'm not going to even lie. It's all diet soda though, but still. Yeah, I still drink it. And I buy it with my own money. So there. All right, let's go to the Will Smith shit now. Okay, so he put out this video. I don't know where the fuck he put this out. Like Instagram or something maybe? I don't know. He must have put it up like really like briefly and then took it down. Like it's one of those like dirty deleted kind of things. So let's listen to see how cucked out Will Smith is being about Jada. As you guys know, I made a couple of Will Smith videos on my Scareticulous channel last year that got pretty good views, got pretty decent views. It was before I was monetized, so I didn't get any money from them, unfortunately. Like I made like $10 total off those videos. Yeah, let's go through this video.
That's it. I retire. I retire from trying to make you happy. I need you to go make yourself happy and just prove to me that it's even possible. So me and Jada was reflecting about love. And I asked her, I said, what did she think was, one of the biggest revelations that she had had about love? She said that you cannot make a person happy. And I thought that was a real deep idea. You can make a person smile, you can make a person feel good, you can make a person laugh, but whether or not a person is happy is deeply and totally and utterly out of your control. I remember the day I retired. I literally said to Jada, that's it. That's it. I retire. I retire from trying to make you happy. I need you to go make yourself happy and just prove to me that it's even possible.
Okay, so I had to have you guys listen to the whole thing so you kind of understood it. For whatever reason, they start the video off like in the like kind of a little bit in the video, and they don't end it where it should end. The ending is over here. But anyway, so I mean, let's discuss the sentiment first and just be objective. Is he right about this? Yes, he is right. You cannot make people happy. People have to kind of be happy on their own. You can add to people's like happiness. You can. I would say it's more of like a satisfaction kind of thing. Like people have needs and wants, and if you fulfill those, and you're adding to their overall happiness. But people also need to be more or less good on their own, right? You can't be looking for other people to just fulfill you with happiness every day, because then you'll become more of a drain on that other person's happiness, right? You should ideally add to each other's happiness, right? That's just some common sense relationship kind of stuff, right? That said, what this clip here says to me, what it signals to me, is that he has been simping to Jada for years because he is a simp. Okay, we've established this. He got cucked by a younger man, right? Jada fucked this younger dude behind Will Smith's back. They even talked about it on a fucking show, like on television. And he's just sitting there taking it, getting cucked by Jada. You guys might remember that little conversation they were having publicly. That's the thing that made waves, I think, that first signaled like just what a bizarre situation this was, right? But in this situation, it's like, so he's still like hooked on trying to make Jada happy. If I were him at this point, I would have told her to go fuck herself years ago. Like, she literally fucked a dude behind your back and probably fucked other dudes, right? And you're still trying to make her happy. That's a big no-no, right? This is not something he wanted. He didn't ask for that, right? She totally disrespected him. She acted like his feelings didn't matter. And he's just simping his ass off trying to make her happy. Well, it's true. You can't make her happy. I don't think any man can make her happy. I don't think she's a very happy person. But the fact that he was trying so hard, even after he found out that information, I mean, listen, if she had just cheated and he left and he just walked after that, then the whole Oscars thing never happened. I think he would be in much better standing today, right? we'd be looking at a whole, like, he destroyed his image. His public image is destroyed. It's in tatters. Whatever it was before, the cool guy, Will Smith, that whole persona, gone. He is now a cucked out simp with zero self-respect. That's all anyone sees from him. And it's just sad, right? Sad and pathetic. And also, from a legal standpoint, I think it was probably a bad idea to put out this video because they're not divorced yet. They're still together. So to me, it's like, probably shouldn't put out videos kind of disparaging your wife before you've actually finalized the divorce. Like, go get that divorce first. Then you can start talking shit. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to give her any ammo to use against you and, take even more money out of your pocket and all that. It's just not very bright, right? Yeah, no more tough guy movies for Will. Red pill violation. Yeah, that's right. Will Smith has been a total simp. Jada's a biche. Yeah, she is a bitch, but he shouldn't have played into her. He should not have played into her. Wish he was still the Fresh Prince. Wendy, that was in the 90s. How much of this do you think is made up? I'm guessing 33%. I don't think any of it's made up, MJ. I think it's all real. Is that when she decided to go fuck your son's friend? Right, exactly. Will needs to dye his beard. Well, he's getting old. At some point, dyeing your beard, it looks pathetic, and you're not letting yourself just age gracefully. I don't know why he's staying with her. He makes so much more money than her. The kids are grown. Just leave her. Well, he's a simp. He can't help but be a simp. It was their son's friend, close friend, too. Their very young son. Right. Yeah, Barbara. Chris Rock roasted the shit out of them. Yep. He should have slapped her. Will Smith has been a total simp. Let's see. Yeah, he was like early 20s and she was like, what, 50? If Jada was a man, people would be calling her out and not supporting her. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Rockets Kitty. But there's a lot of sexism. I think Will capitulating to her overshadowed what she did. I think if he left her right after that, I think people would have Will Smith in much higher regard, just culturally, socially speaking. But the fact that he stayed with her made him look worse because, yeah, she's a hoe, right? And she's got no respect for him. She's got no self-respect. But at the end of the day, he decided to stay with her. So that's on him. He looks like he just played the back nine on the course behind us. He probably did. I always thought she was a horrible excuse for a freaking woman. She is. I do not like Jada Pinkett Smith. And this is a clip of her on some podcast or something, just to give you an idea of what the hell, like, she's talking about Will and relationships and shit. It's just word salad she's saying here.
Happy. I'm not quite sure that's what happy is. Like, how can I be in a relationship and be happy? You know, I was all about the devotion of it, but I wasn't quite sure that marriage was the thing, right? And it wasn't until maybe 3 years ago.
3 years ago? You've been married all this time and it wasn't the 3 years ago?
Another headline.
One time you were against marriage, right? Yeah. Is that because you've seen your parents? And
red flag. If you meet a girl and she's against marriage, probably shouldn't get with her. She is non-committal. She just wants to stay in her hoe phase for the rest of her life.
In their relationship?
That was really like, I got to see my grandparents, who both sets of grandparents had a really long-lasting marriage.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't quite sure that it was the pinnacle of happiness, right? And so, you know, when you're young, you're a free spirit. And I'm just like, no, I can do this different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I want to be happy. I'm not quite sure that's what happy is. Like, how can I be in a relationship and be happy? You know, I was all about the devotion of it, but I wasn't quite sure that marriage was the thing. Right?
She wanted the fuzzy, sexy feelings of it, but she didn't want the actual committal, actually giving yourself to another person and being selfless and all that. She didn't want to do that. She's a very selfish bitch, is what she's saying.
Right. And it wasn't until maybe 3 years ago.
Hey, Chase.
3 years ago. You've been married all this time, and it wasn't the 3 years ago.
Exactly. You cannot make a hoe into a housewife. You just
There you go.
All the time.
Jada Pinkett Smith says he wasn't happy until 3 years ago.
No, not that I wasn't happy.
Okay.
Not that I wasn't happy. But I got to see the power of marriage.
3 years ago.
The power of marriage. What the fuck does that mean?
I got to see how marriage is a holy path for real.
A holy path for real. That's why you cheated on Will with your son's young friend. It's such a holy path, but you decided to cheat.
Right? Just in regards to learning about love.
Learning about love. Okay. Yeah, okay. Love. Right. Did you factor love into the equation when you were banging your son's friend? Jada, huh? You didn't consider the love for your husband, Will, or his feelings, did you?
Because it takes a long time to break down all the different false beliefs that we have about love, right? And the
false beliefs about love. Whenever a woman starts talking like this, dude, fellas, she ain't for you. This ain't it. This kind of talk, whenever they start doubting the meaning of words or like the meaning of the basics of a relationship, that's big red flag.
thing about holy matrimony.
Holy matrimony. I'm going to talk about holy matrimony after banging my son's friend.
And it's not to say that you're not going to go through some unholy stuff, right? But when two people are committed and just refuse to quit.
When you have a simp who will not leave your side like the good little dog he is, that means you can fuck around behind his back and do whatever the fuck you want. That's the power of marriage. Holy matrimony. Holy, I can fuck whoever the fuck I want and he'll still stay with my dumb hoe ass.
What you can learn
For the
about
streets.
yourself, about your partner, and about love in general.
When you can learn about yourself and your partner and love in general, y'all. There's lots to learn about love. Right. She's treating this like it's her master thesis in college or something. Did Will know what he was getting himself into before he got into it? If not, that's on him. They met in like the 90s, dude. I'm sure he didn't know all he was getting into with this chick. They met a long time ago. It's not like they met 10 years ago. Yep, whole bunch of psychobabble. This is just just gobbledygook.
You can't really learn by going from one relationship to the next, looking for the honeymoon stage over and over again. Right? Specifically, if you're interested in learning about unconditional love.
Unconditional love. It's unconditional because I know Will never leave my black ass. He will stay with me forever. I got that dog on a fucking leash. Can I just say, and I don't know if some people will disagree with me on this, there is no love on this planet besides the love between, a mother and her child that is unconditional. All love between a man and a woman and relationships in general is conditional. It is. You're with that person because they fulfill some kind of need or want in your life. They add to your life. If they didn't, you wouldn't keep them around, right? If they were useless and added nothing, you would not love them. You would not keep them around. Correct? So that, and I believe love is more like an action not so much a feeling, because a feeling is subjective, right? He's like, I love, but when you love to, as an action in a relationship, it's more like this agreement that you have with that other person. Like when you love a person, you care about them, you want them in your life, you want to take care of them, you like how they take care of you. It's kind of transactional in that way. That's how I think of it.
And so I was like, oh snap, this is what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
But see, because Jada is a narcissistic abuser, she thinks all love that she gets from Will Smith is unconditional, and therefore she's doing everything right. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's not going out of his way to correct her behavior, and he is just letting everything slide, right? He's giving her what she wants, and so she never feels the need to correct herself. Therefore, she feels like it's unconditional. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like the love that you get from like a dog, because a dog, they will love you no matter what, right? But that's why people aren't dogs. People have needs, people have wants, people have standards for how they're treated, and love is conditional. I'm sorry, it is. In a relationship, definitely conditional. I mean, if someone starts beating the fuck out of you, abusing you, doesn't give you any what you need, what you want in life, and just makes your life miserable, are you gonna still? I mean, part of you has an attachment to them, but are you really gonna call that love? I don't think so.
No.
So what took place 3 years ago? What was that moment 3 years ago?
I would probably say when Will going through the process of emancipation.
Boundaries. Exactly.
And then once he finished emancipation, and
what does this mean? He went through emancipation? Will Smith went through emancipation? What does that even mean? Like as a slave? What are we talking about?
The stuff that started coming up for him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's when he was like, hey, can we get back into some therapy together? And the stuff that was coming up for him and the kind of conversations we were starting to have, I was like, okay, here we are. Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what the fuck you mean. What the fuck did that? What did you just say? What the fuck did you just say? Yeah, like what minors do. Like he turned 17. He's like, I want to be emancipated from you, Jada. You're not going to control me anymore. Okay. Like what exactly? I don't know. I didn't do any research on that. Yeah, from her, I don't know. Because he treats him like a child. We've been married 36 years. Too much wine tonight for dinner. Oh, that's cute, Kendi. Glad you guys are having a good time. I love my husband unconditionally, but the love I have for my son and daughter is so much more. There you go. My husband cheats or put his hands on me ever, I would never forget that. Right. Your partner should treat you right. Right? She rambles on and bald like someone else. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, she said here that things were coming up for him. Like he was starting to get, I don't know, more deals in Hollywood or something. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. But Will Smith's brand, if you want to call it that, has only plummeted in recent years. So I don't know if it was the last 5 years or the last 10 years she's talking, but if it's recent that they were having like therapy, group therapy, what is it, couples therapy? How did he get anything good out of this?
I'm like, and everybody starts their journeys in different ways at different times. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I knew. I was like, okay.
What? Total word salad. I don't know what the fuck she's saying.
I'm not quite sure that's what happened.
So, yeah, Jada Will Smith, they're a fucking total mess. Total fucking mess. Any questions? He's a great actor. Will Smith's a good actor. I will say he's a good actor, but his career is dead. Men in Black is a very good movie, Wendy, if you haven't seen it. Oh, I should also say it is apparently National 420 Day. It is April 20th, so in honor of that, I don't do weeds, but I will play a clip from the Dewey Cox story. And it's pretty funny. Oh, Tim Meadows, man. He always has the best fucking lines in these movies. All right, so happy National 420 Day. I don't do the weeds, but I'm glad you guys have some good movies to watch to celebrate. Also, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is another weed movie that I really love. So there you go. Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna go do this story a little bit, and then I'm gonna talk about the major shooting that happened, and we'll go from there. So I don't know if you guys have seen this guy. This guy I've seen all over Facebook. He does. You can't say he does food reviews. You can't even really say he does mukbangs. The best way I can sum this up is he does annoying getting food and taking bite videos and then dancing. And then he has a catchphrase where he says it's good. And that's the video. Here, I shall play a video to show you.
Somebody!
So that's basically all his videos is some variation of this. Like, I'm not kidding. All his videos, and I've seen him on Facebook many times, just scrolling. They just pop up. And it's always some variation of this video. Same format every time. He gets the food. He dances like a fucking moron. Looks like a clown. Takes a bite of the food. Puts it down. Does a stupid dance. People dance with him or they laugh with him. He says it's good. That's the video, right? There's nothing else to it. There's no depth to it. There's no real joke or anything. It's not even really clever. But this apparently is one of the most popular content creators, if you want to call them that, in the food game. Okay? That's it. He gets lots of views. Yes, he's very the fact that he's on Twitter being tweeted out by a news person shows just how widespread he's become. Yeah, it's brain rot. Thank you, Rockets Kitty. Rockets Kitty's more in the Gen Z crowd. It's brain rot. This is some brain rot shit. And basically, Gen Z kids, they like to watch stupid crap that just has no nutritional value to it. There's nothing clever about it. There's nothing really that funny. It's just stupid, right? And yeah, that's what it is. Now, apparently, social media users are threatening to start a movement to boycott any restaurant that brings in Big Groove, that's his name, after Dr. Clown complained. This comes after nearly a decade of complaints from viewers who claim his content annoys them. So he's been doing this shit for a decade now. That's how long he's been going at this. So I don't know if this boycotts usually don't work. In my experience, they don't do anything. It's kind of like petitions that people put up on the internet, like, shut this person down or do this. It's just basically just meant to show how much people don't like a thing. But that doesn't mean anything meaningful is going to happen as a result. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lot of complaints and nothing's going to happen. He's going to keep creating his content. If they want to boycott a restaurant, I mean, good fucking luck. I don't think it's going to make a dent. Unless he really just comes in every fucking day and causes a mess, a disturbance, then I could see maybe, but I don't know. If I had to imagine, I think he probably rents out the place for like an hour just to make these videos. Obviously the owners work in conjunction with him to make these videos. They kind of, by him doing his videos at these places, it gives that restaurant owner a shout out, and they make tons of money off it in sales. It drives their consumer base way up. It's kind of like that David Portnoy guy that does the pizza reviews, the pizza in 1 bite or 2 bites, whatever the fuck it is. He does a shout out basically where he makes a short of him eating a slice of pizza from one of these places, and their revenue just skyrockets, right? So the social media influencers like this guy, they have a symbiotic relationship with these restaurants that it, contrary to what the boycott, might, what these people are trying to do, it's not going to work because their profits are going to far outweigh any kind of damage that would be done by the boycott. So short-term content leads to doom scrolling, then leads to brain rot. There you go. Slow JP has got it. Rather watch street vendors in the Philippines. There you go. Annoying folks for 10 years. If people really didn't like him and annoyed everyone, then he wouldn't get views and be popular. Exactly. And, people like to hate. Here's my opinion on this. This shit, is it stupid? Is it brain rot? Is it dumb? Yeah, probably. But at the same time, it's pretty harmless. This isn't like it's not like someone who's annoyingly taking some kind of political stance and being ignorant. It's not someone who is pretending to be like some, scholarly genius trying to manipulate people or start fights, or it's just some stupid entertainment, right? Which there's stupid entertainment all over the fucking TV, right? There's nothing different. There's nothing new. Stupid entertainment like this has been around for eons, So it's not the worst thing. There's way more terrible things happening in our world for me to be concerned about some guy who takes a bite and then dances like a moron. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't care. I don't care. And I don't think you're going to get a whole, army of people to give a shit either. Hey, he's just being silly. It's whatever. I don't care. To cancel the guy. Oh, how dare you eat some food and then dance? Come on. Grow the fuck up. So, Legend of Zelda. Movies I can't wait to see that trailer, man. I'm definitely going to do a trailer review on Scareticulous. Wait for that. They're probably going to do some stupid teaser, right? Where it's going to be like the sword dropping and then cut to black. Don't just give me a full trailer. I hate little teaser trailers. Just drop the full trailer. All right, let's get to the Louisiana story and get this over with. So you guys have heard of this Shreveport, Louisiana guy named, he's 31 years old. His name is Shamar Elkins. He apparently killed 8 children, 7 of whom were his biological children. He also shot and injured 2 women, the mothers of the children as well. The 8th child was a cousin. After the shootings, he carjacked a vehicle and fled, leading police on a chase. He was shot and killed by officers during the pursuit. This was one of the deadliest mass shootings in the U.S. in recent years in terms of child victims. The coroner says they were identified by their mothers as these names. They were all 11 and younger, as young as 3 years old. This guy was a lunatic, a piece of shit. He deserves to get life in prison. And yeah, he's a mass shooter, killing children, no less. Disgusting. You're shot dead by the cops. Well, if he didn't get shot dead by the cops, he would have deserved life in prison. Now, here's some other news that you guys might be disappointed to hear, or shocked even. In March 2019, 3 years after completing his service, Elkins was arrested on a charge of illegal use of weapons and carrying a firearm on school property. He was just 300 feet away from a Shreveport high school when he fired 5 rounds at a car, precisely in the direction of the school. As it sped away, according to a police report obtained by the outlet, he pleaded guilty to the illegal weapons charge in October 2019 and was placed on probation for 18 months. The firearm charge was dismissed. So he literally fired 5 rounds at a car 300 feet away from Shreveport High School, right in the direction of the school, right? And he was placed on probation for 18 months, and that's it. He didn't do time. He didn't do, like, you know, any serious time or anything. And that was that. This all could this all could have been prevented if he was put away for life. Hell, even 10 years would have done the trick, right? How the fuck is this allowed? How could this is just unthinkable to me. In Louisiana is fucked up, man. Yeah, very horrible shit. Everyone has to cancel everything. Why he did this? I don't give a shit why he did it. He's a criminal. And he was convicted in 2016 of a DWI. I mean, at what point does a judge look at a fucking rap sheet and decide, yeah, I'm going to put this guy back on the street, right? You start to see like an elevation in charges and an escalation in their behavior. At what point do you decide, you know what? I'm going to stop this right where it is, right in its tracks.
At least 10 individuals that were struck by gunfire last night in a domestic disturbance. 8 of these individuals are deceased. The ranges of the decedents are from 1 year of age to approximately 14 years of age. All of the deceased.
Hey, Sabrina.
The individual responsible, once leaving this scene, performed a carjacking right here in close proximity to the corner of West 79th and Linwood, at which point in time, Shreveport Police patrol officers got behind that vehicle and a chase ensued. The vehicle was chased into Bossier Parish, and at which point in time, Shreveport police officers did discharge their firearm, and that individual is deceased. We do believe him to be the only individual that fired gunshots at these locations here. He is deceased, and Louisiana State Police will be taking over that portion in which the Shreveport police officers discharged their firearms. So we don't have any more information on the shooting that occurred in Bossier. What we can tell you is this is a domestic disturbance here in the 300 block of West 79th Street. This is a very large scene with multiple deceased children present.
Yeah. I don't know why he did it. I can only imagine the guy he was mentally unstable, and this is the action he decided to take, which is sick. You know what also shocked me? I saw a clip somewhere. Yeah, I think this was it. Look at how nice this neighborhood is. That is a really nice fucking neighbor. Like, this is the house. That is a really nice house. So it's not like they lived in like total squalor or lived in like some broken down fucking hovel of a house or something, like a shanty. They lived in a nice house. which is shocking to me. It's like, how were they living so good? It's presumably everyone was getting taken care of, and he decides to do this horrible thing. I don't know. Clearly, poverty isn't the issue, right? But this guy was a proven violent offender. Once you shoot guns in public, if you're not trying to kill a murderer on the loose, if that's the only that's the only time I would give like a pass, is if someone was literally murdering folks and you drew your gun to take them out. Any other time you pull out your gun in public and start shooting it, especially at a school, you should get at least 25 fucking years. In my absolute opinion. I'm just saying, it's just my opinion. These judges are fucking stupid, and I hope the judge that let him off the hook, I hope they're happy with the end result. Fucking sick. His house? I don't know whose house. Weren't there like 4 shooting sites? So he went to all the mom's houses. Oh, I don't know. I didn't do that much investigating. Where was the money coming from? Apparently all these women. Fucking insane. I don't know how many baby mamas there were. Two women. So there was 2. That's it. Two mothers shot and injured them. He didn't kill them. Dude, this is ugh. I could say some more stuff, but I'm not gonna. I think MJ knows what I'm thinking. By the way, MJ, am I blocked on your page or something? Sometimes I feel like I can't leave a comment or you don't see it. I don't know. You got your comment moderation turned way up or something. Was he a legal citizen? Looks to be. I believe so. Yeah, pretty sad. Here's another news tidbit that I saw that fucking, it just made me kind of facepalm at this country. Okay. So look at this. Just watch.
In a WhatsApp group chat of about 215 students, where students were discussing an event that was to take place Friday at the Ocean Bank Convocation Center on campus to make their capstone presentations. An FIU police officer read some of the statements in court.
The exact words utilized was, "There's going to be a bomb in the Ocean Bank Convocation Center, and it's going to be at Jonathan's fault," one of the members in the chat.
7 News obtaining some bits of that chat. It seemed the student wanted the event rescheduled and wrote, quote, "Netanyahu, if you can hear me, drop some bonbons for us capstone students in Ocean Bank Convention Center." Other students wrote they didn't take that text lightly.
So if you guys didn't catch that, they're not really explaining it fully. This next text here says, "Netanyahu, if you can hear me, drop something with a B and ends with a B and has an O and M in it. Ocean Bank Convention Center." So she was making a joke, right, with this group text. I guess, you know, between her mutual contacts, shall we call them? And I guess the feds caught on to this. They could it got flagged or something in the system somehow. And then she got arrested because it looks like a bomb threat, which is crazy. But I can totally see how this could have been flagged by the FBI or someone like monitoring, you know, text messages and stuff or group texts. But anyway.
Ocean Bank Convention Center. Other students wrote they didn't take that text lightly. She later in the chat wrote, quote, "I wrote a dumb joke that should not have been made."
I can understand your position, Ms. Corey, and you're saying this is a joke, but to an objective person, it's not a joke, and there would be enough for probable cause. I'm not saying it's enough for beyond a reasonable doubt. I don't know what the state's going to be able to prove at trial, but for purposes of this hearing, I believe there is enough for probable cause.
That's just crazy to me. You make a fucking joke on WhatsApp and then you get arrested for it. Right? How much time did she get? I think it was, what was it, like?
In a WhatsApp group chat of about 215 students, where students were discussing Ocean Bank convocation citations. An FIU police officer read some of the statements in court.
The exact words utilized was, "There's going to be a bomb in the ocean."
I don't know if I thought I saw somewhere where she got like 20 months or it was like 18 months in prison for making a joke in WhatsApp, which is, that's just crazy to me. It's not a joke. I mean, listen, I totally get how it could be perceived that way. Yeah, I'm sure they did. Yeah, they probably did. I don't know if they were monitoring or what, because WhatsApp, I'm sure, gets monitored by the police all the time or whatever. So I'm sure it doesn't go completely by without detection. You know what I mean? I'm sure they monitor that app for all kinds of shit that happens. But my God. Do you think that this was an extreme kind of, do you think this is an extreme like sentence that was handed down to her, or do you think she deserved it? I mean, I gotta admit, like, the First Amendment side of me is really perking up in this situation where I'm like, you tell me you're gonna get fucking jail time for making a joke? I don't know, man. I feel like you need something a little bit more concrete than that. It's like, who the fuck is she talking to? She's talking to Netanyahu in the fucking group chat. What was this, in school, right? Play, fucker.
Words utilized was
presentations. An FIU convocation center on campus to make their capstone presentations.
Yeah.
An FIU police officer.
It's a school group chat, right? And she's leaving a message for Netanyahu. Why would Netanyahu be monitoring this group chat? Like, I could understand if she was incommunicado with Netanyahu himself, right? And then giving these orders. That's one thing. But it's in a fucking school group chat. And I can understand maybe one of the kids reporting her. I understand that part too. And I understand even the police getting, you know, their guard up about it as well, right? But what I don't get is a sentence like that handed down. Like, really? You're gonna send her to fucking prison for that? I don't know, man. I don't think so. No. Sorry, I know someone's gonna be like, send her or put her in the jail. No, not for this. Not for this. If her record was clean, she'd have gotten probation. Yeah, probation, I think that would have been appropriate. Yeah, police state vibes. I'm sorry, y'all. Normally I would want to crack down on shit, but this is speech. This is nonsense. You know what I mean? This is dumb. It's clearly a joke set in a group chat. She was trying to seem edgy. Come on. She clearly doesn't have a nuke or the ability to go to the ocean. Exactly. Like, come on. It seems a little harsh, right? Like, yeah, it's too much. Y'all really have to be careful when you want to police speech. You know, even when it comes to like jokes that can be perceived of as threats. Like, and I understand even what the judge is saying. I understand that, but I don't understand giving her a sentence for this. Maybe warn her harshly, like, hey, don't fucking make these types of jokes, right? or next time you'll go to jail, right? That would be fine. But no, I don't like it. I don't like where the justice system is headed. If that's what we're sending people to jail over. Don't like it one bit. There's another situation here where this man is facing backlash from the LGBTQ community after this transgender person uploaded this video claiming the dad warned his son to stay away from the transgender and don't end up like him, quote. The father claims he was teaching his son the difference between a boy and a girl and didn't want his son to be influenced while getting Popeyes. Now, here's my problem with this clip, and you'll probably understand where I'm coming from. This is another one of those clips where things are clearly taken out of context, and we're missing like the beginning of the conversation where what kicked off the convo. Clearly, we're in the middle of it. And that's kind of annoying when trying to assess what's fair and what's not.
I can't believe you would act like that in public. Okay. Damn, that's ignorant. See, that's intelligent, and that you're not ignorant.
The difference between a real woman and
a real woman.
Yeah. That's all I said. I just wanted him to see you recorded me.
No, you don't understand. No, you're ignorant. Yeah, you're ignorant as fuck. Yeah, I'll call the cops on you.
Man, that man up here with a little boy just like a girl, man. That's just sad. So what?
Now, I don't know why this guy is getting involved or who the fuck this dude is or why I can hear someone behind the counter getting involved. Like, dude, they're having a conversation. Maybe it's heated. Maybe it's a little bit elevated, but there's no violence. They're far away from each other. Let them hash it out on their own. Don't get fucking involved, right? This is a culture dispute. Clearly, there's a clash going on here. You want to complicate that by getting involved? So right there, I don't like.
Why are you talking to me?
Because you're aggressive.
I agree with this dude. Like, why are you talking to him? Go do your fucking job. Go back behind the fucking counter and do your fucking job. It's not your job to regulate culture disputes in the establishment. Let them work it out on their own. They were already ready to be like, okay, fuck you, and just stop talking, right? And then this guy had to insert himself.
But you directed it to me. You ain't a little child.
They're trying to break it up. Do you not understand?
Look, this guy's ready to leave. Let him leave. He's ready to grab his shit and go. Let him go. Just shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I'm telling my son the difference between a woman and a
Look, either call the fucking cops or shut the fuck up. What the fuck you arguing for? This is very simple. Are you going to do anything about it? Are you going to teach this guy to be a better father to his son? No. Are you going to make him, love transgender people? No. So shut the fuck up and let the man leave or call the cops.
You said don't act like me. There's something wrong with me.
I teach my son. You coming into my job causing issues. I teach my son. I don't be a man, bro. To not act like
thank you.
It don't matter. Like you not like.
But see, of course, these motherfuckers have to get involved. They got to be like, why are you being racist? Why are you being transist? Why are you being like, dude? Mind your fucking business. Let people work shit out on their own. They don't need a fucking nanny.
I just see my daughter trying to have a fucking meal, man.
So my opinion on this is multifaceted. Okay. I think I know people are going to get into disagreements. There's going to be public squabbles and culture clashes and all kinds of shit. Okay. Not everyone's going to get along. People are going to have disputes over whatever, like, oh, you this, you that, whatever. As long as it's not being violent, you don't have to get involved. Let it work itself out. Right? Let it play out. Ignore it. If it gets to a point where it gets extreme or violent, you can call the police. That's it. That's all you have to fucking do. The cops can do squat if there's violence, Bill. They most certainly can. If there's violence. But in this situation where there's no violence and it's just petty squabbling in public, they ain't going to do shit. I'm so happy I'm a remote worker. I don't like most people. Me neither, Bolts. I work from home, so I totally get it. Which, by the way, if you guys would like to donate, you know my links. It's pinned at the link tree. Feel free to donate to my Cash App, my PayPal. If you like the content, I did 2 shows today, and I think that is worthy of support. Now, as for this main issue, okay, let's get into it because I know this is the thing that most people are going to be concerned about. The trans issue. Okay. Listen, do I agree with a lot of, this like ideology concerning like trans people? Like, no, I don't like the trans stuff. I don't agree with the whole trans ideology and the whole people going trans. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not the point of this scenario. The point here is who is in the right in this public squabble. And it's not it in this specific situation. I was wondering that to myself. I'm like, well, am I gonna blame the father for trying to look out for his son and having harsh words for this guy who's filming him? I mean, the guy's filming him. He could choose not to do that by filming the guy. You're kind of elevating the situation to something, more theatrical, right? It was almost like you want a reaction. So the trans person, whoever is filming, he ain't a victim. He, she, whatever, right? They're not a victim. They want this interaction. If they didn't want the interaction, they wouldn't go back and forth with the guy. And the guy clearly wants a back and forth as well. He's not short of opinions, right? So I can't blame either one of them. That's why I'm saying this is a culture dispute. This is something that is never going to get worked out. No one on either side is right. This is not a right and wrong scenario. However, when it comes to these people getting involved in the middle of it, that just made it worse. It prolonged the fight. Didn't need to get involved. These fucks, you need to mind your fucking business. And that goes for a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there who don't mind their fucking business. So every now and then, they got to get reminded to do that. Mind your fucking business and stay in your own lane. Period. It's that fucking simple. Right? Because you will get punished if you do not stay in your fucking lane. That goes for everybody. Okay? No one's special in this regard. You know where your lane is. You know where you're supposed to stay. Stay in it. And don't go outside of it. Especially when it comes to these little culture disputes. Little culture clashes. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. MJ agrees. Booyah. It's sad this is happening in front of kids. I agree. The kid shouldn't have to hear this stuff, but at the same time, what the lesson that the kid is going to walk away with is that his dad was protecting him from these outside individuals, right? He's going to know his tribe. On a tribal level, this kid knows his tribe, his people, right? So I can admonish the guy for using certain words, like he says, something about dicks and, things like that, whatever. Okay. I'm sure he hears a lot worse at home. I'm not here to penalize the guy's parenting, but in this scenario, it's whatever, right? On a tribal level, he's looking out for his son. I can understand why he's angry and why he's saying what he's saying. And that kid is going to learn, okay, I need to stand up for myself just like my dad, right? I get it. Cops can do crap about nonviolent disputes if they're tyrants. That's true. If they're generally like a public nuisance, they can take them away, right? If this guy was here all fucking day, then they can take him away for causing a public disturbance, loitering, that kind of thing. You have to be careful not to wear out your welcome. In all my life working with the public, I've never been told to get in between two customers like this. The guy should have given the customers food and let him leave faster. Exactly, Rockets Kitty. Exactly. Thank you so much for the $20 from this amazing person. We officially have $90 on the board today, folks. Let me play a little clip.
And thank you to the people that can keep up and ain't slow and don't need a helmet out here. Y'all are the bread and butter of society, keeping me with faith, okay?
You bitches want to come here and fuck up my money.
What do we not mess with again? A black woman's money.
So I can't fucking eat, and I want to fuck your faces up.
Yeah. Yeah, all they can do is ask him to leave, you know? Like, what do they actually expect from this guy? Right? So, anyway, that's pretty much, oh my God, this shit was hilarious. This shit was hilarious. I think I'm gonna leave this as an outro video. That was pretty much the shit I wanted to talk about today, y'all. Thank you all for supporting the stream. Please thumbs up the stream, and thank you everyone for watching and donating. You guys are great and amazing, and I will see y'all next time on Showtime Lycan. Until then, stop the cuckery.
I need your money to kill babies by abortion. You, taxpayer, give me your money to pay for baby killing.
No! I don't believe in abortion!
I don't care. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's. Give me money to kill babies.
All right, I'll pay you.
Give
Don't
me
hit
the
me
money.
anymore. Please, kill my baby. Kill my baby.
You, kill that woman's baby. Yes. Yes. Yes.